All right, welcome back to the Cisco TV studio, coming at you live from the world of solutions. As Lauren said, welcome to day 3. To all of the 12,000 people here with us today at the show in Spain, all 40,000 of you who are tuning in through Cisco.com, Cisco.com EMEA. Terrific start to the broadcast day. Thank you, Lauren Malhoit and Aaron Kirk from NetApp. Thank you to our Cisco champions. And a reminder, we are headed full speed headlong toward our next innovation showcase, Transformation through Innovation. We're going to bring Sumit Arora up with us, Senior Vice President of Engineering here at Cisco, and that innovation showcase will start about 10 minutes from now at the CMAX Theater down at the far end of the world of solutions, right at 12 o'clock. So make sure you get there. If you're a service provider, if you want to leverage the latest in automation techniques, create more agility in your service delivery, transform your business, you're going to want to join Sumit for this great session. Again, that will start right at 12 o'clock. I'm going to get to interview Sumit a bit later on today, live here in the studio, so I hope you will all tune back in for that as well. Right now, though, we're here in the studio with Dominic Elliott. Dominic, good morning.
Steve.
Good to have you with me today. We got Keith here as well.
Hello,
we're going to turn our attention to British Telecom for a few minutes now. I'm going to let you go ahead and make the introduction for Keith. I will step out of the way. I'll see both of you guys on the back end. Have
Brilliant.
a good time.
Thanks, Steve. Hi, Keith. So I'm here with Keith Langridge. He's the VP of Portfolio for Connect at BT. And we're going to run through a few questions. So welcome, Keith. Thanks for being here. Thanks for joining us.
Thank you, Dominic. Very good to be here. Great event.
Great event. Good. I'm glad you're enjoying yourself. So we've got lots of really cool and exciting technology here at Cisco Live.
Yeah.
How are you seeing customers looking to adopt the raft of new technologies that we're showing and are coming into the market?
Right, okay, so my portfolio area in BT is wide area networking. We provide the corporate networks that link the branches, the headquarters, the data centers of some of the world's largest and most complicated companies. 2 new technologies are entering that market, SD-WAN and NFV. So SD-WAN is the most exciting one. There's a whole load of ideas, there's new technologies, there's a lot of hype, there's a lot of suppliers. What we're seeing is a lot of customer interest, and the customers are looking to adopt proof of concepts. They're looking to understand, what can this actually do for me? How can I really achieve the promises that perhaps this technology gives? And how I evolve from my sort of current brownfield environment to a sort of a future which is more cloud-based. The other new technology we're seeing is NFV. So the promise of no more truck rolls, no more box shifting, no more stacks of equipment in the customer's locations. And being able to flexibly download the function that I need, be it a firewall or something, into that location when I effectively need it. NFV, we're not seeing quite so much speed in the market at the moment. Customers are interested more in the business case, they're interested in how might they use it, they're interested in what speed might they adopt it. But again, so for SD-WAN, proof of concepts going ahead, and some customers buying.
And as these technologies move forward into the mainstream, what do you think the customers expect to get from that transformation? What's their objective in terms of leveraging all this new stuff that we're jointly bringing into the portfolio?
Yeah, so we've done quite a lot of work talking to our customers and understanding, what is it they actually want to achieve doing this. We've sort of grouped it together into use cases. Now, of course, every customer wants to do something different, but we've grouped it together a number of use cases, and we've got sort of 5 of these. The first one, maybe the most obvious one for SD-WAN, is branch network transformation. So if you've got 1,000 branches, then if you can save a bit of money on transmission, and you can actually simplify how you're doing at those branches, those savings, that simplification is magnified up 1,000 times. So we've got a lot of organizations with branch networks looking at how can I use this technology to save me cost and to bring down my simplification. But at the other end of the scale, we've also got customers with critical sites who are saying, but actually most important for me is keeping the applications running, keeping it all moving. So basically, how can I make sure I can use the technology to do that? We've also got an application which is sort of like single pane of glass. So I've got a whole load of network providers all over the world. How can I deploy SD-WAN around that in order to give me the picture I need and manage that element of the network? And then on terms of bandwidth explosions, we've got customers saying, huge amounts of bandwidth growth going to the cloud. I need a new architecture. And then there's those saying, I want the flexibility and the ability to use NFV in order to give me faster, more flexible deployment.
So that sounds like the BT Dynamic Network Services program.
Exactly.
So can you talk a little bit about how are we working? You and I have been working together for a long time.
Yeah.
How are Cisco and BT working together? What's Cisco bringing to BT's future architecture?
Right. So I mean, the Cisco relationship is really important for us. Our customers, major global customers, 90% of those customers take managed routers on the end of their networks from us, and 90% of that are Cisco managed routers. So the Cisco roadmap from the current portfolio of routers to SD-WAN and NFV is a critical relationship we have between us and our joint and mutual customers. So what we're looking at, we're taking out to market on a managed basis. We're taking out all of the Cisco SD-WAN capabilities. We've got IWAN capabilities, and we've got customers using that at the moment. We've got the Meraki capabilities, again for the branch networks, looking very attractive for a lot of our customers. And we're working with you to work out how we can bring in the Cisco SD-WAN from the Viptela acquisition into the portfolio and offer that not just as a standalone box around the edge of a network, but linking in with your plans to integrate that in with a 4K router as a really good SD-WAN industrial strength solution for our customer bases. Oh, and let's not forget the ENCS. So ENCS is a great platform to enable us to do NFV and get virtual network functions out to the edge. So you're critical to what we're doing in dynamic network services.
So I think we've seen a massive transformation in terms of the way customers want to consume and use technology. What do you see as being the key challenges that those customers face in going into that, and how can BT help them overcome it?
Right, okay, so I suppose the key challenges I'd break down into three areas. It's skills, it's security, and it's choice. I'll start with choice. Gartner identifies 30 different SD-WAN vendors in the marketplace, and even that, and we just had the discussion about the Viptela, the Cisco SD-WAN being on an evolution path. The real choice of the customers is, so which technology is going to be right for me, and then when do I implement it? So that degree of choice at the moment is something that's a real challenge for the customers. And the important thing is to link with a good partner that'll help you make that choice and make that evolution path. Skills shortage, our customers are telling us that they don't have the skills in order to do this transformation. Perhaps networking skills or software-defined networking skills haven't been something they've invested in the past, maybe not all of us invested in the past. So how can they get those skills moving forward? And then the other element is security. As you move to local internet breakout and using internet, your WAN, which was a secure closed user group, MPLS, that the SOC didn't need to worry about, all of a sudden becomes the major headache that the SOC does have to worry about with the new sort of threats. And in BT, with our strength in security, our partnership with you, and our overall dynamic network services availability, then we think it's the right way to help those customers move forward.
We really are turning everything we knew completely on its head, aren't we? Look, we've worked on a lot of deals together, both between Cisco and BT and jointly to our customers. What's your observation from those deals? You know, what advice would you give to anyone who's trying to win, close, or develop one of these new SD-WAN NFV deals?
Right. I suppose the real thing is, don't believe the hype. Everyone's telling you loads and loads of hype. There's an importance of the underlay network here. I mean, the idea on SD-WAN is buy a box from someone and you'll save a whole load of money on your core network. But actually it's those changes on your core network that are going to affect your application performance. So really it's linking across the core network along with the right choice of partner and the right box in order to get where you want to get to using the technology.
Brilliant, Keith. Thanks for your time. Thanks for your insight. I'm going to hand back over to Steve.
Perfect timing. Dominic, thank you. Keith, really, really appreciate these insights, this information. Again, we want to continue the conversation as much as we can, but we're so glad that both of you had an opportunity to be here in the studio with us this morning. So, bravo, great relationship.
Thank you very much.
Very, very valuable. So,
cheers.
Once again, we are just moments away here from the next Innovation Showcase happening in the CMAX Theater. Sumit Arora going to be talking about transformation through innovation, continuing this service provider story. For those of you who have not had a chance to make it down to the Innovation Showcases yet here at Cisco Live in Barcelona, 2 more opportunities. The first one starting, if my clock is correct, literally about 15 seconds from now. So please make your way on down to the end of the world of solutions. We want to thank all of you for tuning in this morning. As soon as the Innovation Showcase is back, we will continue the live broadcast right here in the studio. Enjoy. We'll see you in just a couple of moments. Ciao.